Welcome back.
Like I'm from Havana.
Another Wednesday.
Yeah, looking like
Make sure you turn that shit off. Let's just get right to this shit, man. Because yeah, like I'm not in the best of moods, kinda. But you know, like I said, like you know, the Giants season has been pretty much a waste. Okay, I get it. But to sit here and watch Ben McAdick sit here and bench Eli for Geno Smith, like there's no one that agrees with this. Like and then what come to find out from today from the owner himself, he didn't know anything about this. So my question is,
it must have been the GMs, because I don't think it was McAdoo that just decided to bench him, because I feel
nobody knew
like,
about this.
No. I feel like you really think somebody like Ben McAdoo, who just came into the Giants, would just be able to bench Eli like that?
Why not? Think he's a coach. He's making moves.
But Eli's a franchise quarterback, so I feel like he holds power over him. I feel like that was probably came from like the GM. That probably came from the GM. But
regardless of whoever it came from, that is the dumbest thing you could fucking ever do to a legend quarterback. It just it doesn't make sense no type of way. At the end of the day,
it does make sense.
No, it doesn't. Only to you it would make sense. It hasn't made sense to anybody else.
Hear me out. Right? His time was coming. I don't know if y'all seen it. He's getting older. It was gonna eventually happen, but for Geno Smith and to do it like, you know, at the stake of his streak, then you try some bogus shit like, oh yeah, we'll start you the first half to keep your streak going. I actually gained respect for Eli because he said, fuck that, I'd rather just not play at all.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, I gained respect for doing that. But yeah, for Geno Smith, and then what? There's how many games left in the season? 5 games. Why don't you just let him play out the season, right? And then what? In the off season, if you feel like you want to go in a different direction, release him.
But what is the point of playing Geno Smith? He's not going to be here after the season's over.
That I don't understand.
I can understand if it was Davis Webb.
No, I think they trying to start Davis Webb, but like he's probably not ready yet, so they
he's not, because Geno Smith takes most of the reps in backup as a backup quarterback.
But I bet you by the end of the season it will be Davis Webb.
Well, of course they'll probably throw him in the last game just to see what he could do, and it'll be pointless.
I think Geno.
It makes no type. This move
I think Geno
is embarrassing.
I think Geno only starts this game coming up, and then Davis Webb starts all the other games. If they don't do that, I don't know what the fuck the move was about. Like, to me, like, for it to even like make a little bit of sense, it would have to be them playing their rookie quarterback to see what he's got. That's all I can say. Like, I don't understand that move, man. Like, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense any type of way.
This is the one thing I kept saying to everybody. Kobe, we all knew was on a decline.
Exactly.
Did you see that man's minutes get declined?
Exactly.
Hell fucking no.
Exactly.
Hell fucking no.
Jesus last year.
And
did you see his playing time get stopped?
And
No.
it's not even that. It's like they making Eli out to be the fall guy. Like,
it's McAdoo.
I criticize him and everything, but that wasn't the only thing wrong with the Giants. They lead the league in drops. Their offensive line is atrocious. They have no running game. So it wasn't just on Eli, like, and then like they made the move to get rid of Tom Coughlin, which I didn't understand either. And look how the Jaguars are doing now. Now that he's in the organization, right?
And then was just an offensive coordinator.
And then there's another thing. The GM has a bad history with draft picks. Like, y'all haven't been drafting well at all. The only draft picks...
How we been drafting horrible.
The only draft picks that stuck, the only draft picks, like, since 2008, right? The only draft picks that are still starting with the team are 3 people, man. 3 people.
Okay.
Odell, Landon Collins, but 3 people. Since 2008, though, you know how many draft picks that is to have only 3 players? That's a lot of draft picks. There's 7 rounds. Since 2008. That's a bad.
The Giants go towards signing people.
That's a terrible track record, but you got to do a good job of drafting players as well.
But you said 2008, right?
Yeah,
When was the last time you won a Super Bowl?
2011.
Okay, there you go.
Doesn't matter.
It matters.
You're still not setting yourself up for the future, though. If you keep just
Evan Ingram's a good tight end. He's young.
yes,
You can only
Okay,
find but so many
still.
chips in a draft that are actual starters.
I understand that, but come on, man. 3 out of what? Since 2008, that's how many years? We're in 2017, that's 9 years, right? 7 rounds, that's what, like 60-something draft picks. Only 3 stuck?
My only problem with this
Come
year's
on.
draft, they should have drafted some offensive. They should have drafted for that right side of the line. They should have drafted at least a guard and a tackle. You know, so I don't know. Like I said, Jerry Reese, I don't know, maybe he went bald and his brain went with him when he went bald, but he's made good moves, but he makes bad moves that set us up for if we get hurt or somebody gets hurt at a certain position when we don't have backup. Like
That's
like,
where
what is
that's where the
Lewis
draft
doing?
picks come into play. You have you do well in the draft. Now you have depth in your team. You feel me?
I don't
You have some
believe-
good
I don't
signings.
believe in building only through the draft. You
I'm
just
not
take-
saying
you
only.
take-
No.
you
It's a
take your best
combination.
players out the draft, and then the rest
Of
guys you
course.
just get a bunch of role
I
players.
understand that. Yes, you don't build just through the draft, just like you don't build just through free agency. You got to have a little bit of both. But if you're just building mostly through free agency, you're not really setting yourself up for the future, and you're not building depth because free agents are expensive. You understand? It's better to build through the draft because they start off cheap. So you have players cheap for a couple years. What the hell is this?
It's Dennis Leary Christmas music playing for some reason, but that says a lot about this whole situation. Like I said, it just doesn't make sense to me. And it's like I said, like Eli's the least of the problem. His receivers lead in drops. Like guys can't run around and like. But
look at the receivers.
who the
Though.
hell-
You're down to like your 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Okay,
receivers.
but still, you don't drop balls that are right in your hand.
But
My
there's a
son
reason.
is 6 years old and doesn't drop passes
But
like
there's
that,
a reason
and he
those
gets hit
guys-
at the same
listen, but
time.
there's a reason those
Come
guys
on,
are
man.
third,
There's no
fourth, fifth
excuse.
receivers, though.
There's no excuse, Jimmy. They're in the NFL, Jimmy. We're talking.
True.
There's no excuse. Tavares King is not a rookie. Okay, like the Rudolph kid. Okay, like I don't know where they got him from. They probably picked him up from Key Food or something. They told him to suit up and get on the practice squad because these dudes, they're just fucking horrible. Dude's supposed to run a slant. You're running a corner route.
Yeah, young players. Of course, they're gonna make those kind of.
We don't have our starting center.
Listen.
We don't have our starting right guard. It's like, how do you bench this guy?
Now-
He's bled for this team literally.
What
Like,
do you
it doesn't
think
make
now?
sense.
Right, with Eli's benching, what do you think the repercussions are gonna be? Because I think.
McAdoo's gone. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, McAdoo's gone. I think that
Eli's not going.
Listen, I think that may. I don't know. If they benching him now, they might release him in free agency. And if that
As
happens,
the owner said out of his mouth, and I quote, I did not know anything about this. This would have been handled differently if I knew ahead of time.
that doesn't mean he's keeping him. Doesn't mean he's keeping him.
Okay, they're not getting rid of Eli.
But let's say they do get rid of Eli. Now I think that would affect Odell because let's say they do. Listen, let's say they do release Eli or whatnot.
He won't care.
And then, no, you go a couple years and you can't really find a franchise quarterback. And, the quarterback you have there sucks. And then by the time he reaches, free agency, how many years do you have left on this contract?
He has one more year.
Who?
Eli.
Yes, he has.
No,
Next
not
year's his
Eli.
last
I'm
year.
talking about Odell.
I think that rookie contract
It's
is
up.
It's up after this year. That's why they're talking about giving him extra money.
So they would either have to franchise him or pay him big time.
They're gonna pay.
So that's more leverage for Odell Beckham.
The question is, who's going to be the next GM? Because Jerry Reese he's outdated.
You're insinuating that that Odell's gonna actually have some type of involvement, like, yo, don't pay me this big money unless you make sure you keep Eli around?
No. What I'm saying
That could
is
happen.
he would make his decision
Okay.
off okay, you
Who's
get
gonna be
rid
the
of your
quarterback?
franchise quarterback, right? The future's unsure. You understand? So
Okay, I get what
unless they sign him to a big ass contract now or just franchise him, I don't I think that may affect his decision going into free
Okay, I
agency.
get what you mean. All right.
I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about this shit no more. We're gonna
Free Eli.
we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna get into
Eli's in a sunken place.
this Mace track. Make sure you shut up because you're a Met fan. You can't talk about it.
Oh, come on.
So we're gonna get into Mace.
This is my first time hearing this.
Oh, wow.
This track is ridiculous.
I wasn't interested in either of the songs.
Yeah, Jimmy's older than he really quotes.
No,
I think
it's
he's
about-
Dominican. He has a fake passport. You are Haitian, so it's.
Listen, I think these niggas is like 15 years too late.
But Jimmy, it's regardless, it's rap. You won't hear nobody say Ozzy Osbourne is too late.
So, but
like it's rap. Like these are legends. Like I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be biased because I want some of y'all to hear it because there are people who still haven't heard Mace's track. At the end of the day, I can't respect somebody that became a fucking pastor and called himself Murder Mace and got scared because the West was on your ass.
I'm intrigued to hear it, but
That's that Harlem
I never
shit,
seeked it out.
I don't know. But we gonna get into this track Oracle by Mace, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all can call up 646-867-7220.
Like regular people?
Playing?
Man, what are you doing?
There you go.
Regular people?
That's what.
Got my fucking name tatted on you.
Ooh, I told somebody that one time. But it's a true story, though.
That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, but I don't know. Can't really got Mace tatted on him. As far as I know, he don't. He got Dipset. That's just about it. But yeah. I mean, to me, the track is hard. Like, you know, and I'm not even a Mace fan like that at all. Like, I never understood what was the big deal about Mace. Like, he was nice, but
he was nice. Like this one,
I don't know.
It's the beat that he went off of. You can't go off a beat like that.
You know what I'm starting to notice?
Not kill it. You feel me?
And a lot of people do this shit. Whoever puts their diss track first, people swear that person won. I'm starting to notice that. Like, Remy did her diss track first. People swear she won. Drake did his diss track first. People swear he did win that.
He did win that one.
He won that
The nigga never responded. Like,
Nah, he responded, but it wasn't that hard.
like 10 months later?
It wasn't that. No, it was like 3 days later. It wasn't that hard, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it started off like it was going to be hard.
Oh, yeah, and then this nigga came out with
Meek
back to
Mill
back.
started fumbling around, man. Yeah, he went back to back. It was over.
It was over. Down for the count.
I don't know. I just feel like when people hear an artist diss somebody first, they automatically declare that person a
So
winner.
it was so Mace doing this first. If anybody would say that,
It doesn't even make sense why he dissed him. Like, he came out of the blue with this.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Where he come from with that, and I feel like I don't know. I gotta hear Cam's response, but
Oh, you gonna hear it.
because I'm hearing Mace's freestyle, I'm like, I'm not really feeling it. Like, it wasn't that good to me. You feel me? He could have done better.
I don't know. Like, to me, it was alright.
Especially if you're gonna come out of nowhere and try to diss a nigga, like, nah, come harder, man. Come harder, like, come on.
I mean, they've been having issues for the longest. But
Exactly.
Then I thought they patched it up. So I don't know. Like, what? It ain't that serious. But I know. I saw a video on Instagram with Cameron. No, who was it? DJ Self was playing Mace track, and what's the comedian dude that he be doing all the video memes? He got the scar on the side of his face. Mr. Commodore.
I don't know this nigga.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna start to question what you be doing on the internet. But he made him turn it off. He's like, I'm from Harlem, man. Turn that shit off. So, you know, it was like the Fabulous had a party and supposedly Mace was gonna be there. And Cameron was there. And he tagged Mace on Instagram, said, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Make sure you play your track when I play mine. So I don't know what happened at that party. Probably didn't come. Who knows? But you know, like I said, like, you know, I'm gonna let people hear the Cameron version. Like, I heard both tracks. I think Cameron slaughtered him because of the fact, not because I'm a Cam fan. It's the shit he said on there that's like, it's funny.
I'm gonna say some
Yeah, because Cameron. This is why I talk about Cameron. He's the type of dude that he does this shit more for fun than anything. Like, when he makes regular music, he gonna say some crazy off the wall shit. But then when you going back and forth with Cam, he's back on his Killer Cam shit, like how when he first started. Like, listen to what he said in the Jay, when him and Jay was going back and forth. I was some of Cam's hardest shit.
Nah, yeah.
Like he got Jay-Z so
So
mad.
that nigga
Jay-Z
look like
got
Joe
the track
Camel.
banned from Hot 97.
Well, he said this nigga look like Joe Camel.
Like he came up with he named 50 Cent's album. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yeah.
And then 50 Cent named his album
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yeah, he
Like
definitely
Cam's
did.
a trendsetter, man. He don't never follow the trend. Like that's one thing I love about Cam. And that's why he's always gonna be one of my top 5 artists ever. Because like
top 5 now.
hell yeah.
But
Hell
I
yeah.
can't
Hell
say
yeah.
top 5.
Hell yeah. Like boy, look at what Cameron done throughout rap history. Everything he's done.
No,
Drake.
but
He carried New York on his back at one
Listen,
point.
at one point I swore I was a member of Dipset, man. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So I
They all
fuck
did.
with Cam,
Everybody did. So I went and got the chain.
Yeah, I swore I was a member of Dipset, son.
Yeah, like you gotta remember, like he had grown ass men wearing pink at one point. Now I was never part of that.
I was never part of that.
I didn't go that far.
But I was rocking the bandana like Drew Wells.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like he made
Exactly.
them niggas made
Good shit.
doing certain shit cool again. You get what I'm saying? Like they brought they was repping New York to the fullest. There was nobody else standing up for New York other than what G Unit at the time.
Yeah, it was.
That was
you
it.
watered down.
Even Jay was watered down.
Yeah.
Nobody wasn't really paying Jay.
No, that's around the time the nigga made the Black Album. He said he was
And that Black
retired
Album
and
was
shit.
weak.
done, yeah.
What? I think the Black Album is weak.
Hell no.
That's one of his worst albums.
That was around the time.
You
Yeah,
wildin'.
You-
That's one of my favorite.
Jones is
ones.
right because that was around the time that when Cameron said something, the Get 'Em Daddy freestyle, and he was like,
Yep.
"Yo, niggas don't wear flip flops in the hood."
exactly.
Something like that. I remember that, and that's
He
the
said-
Black
he
Album
said,
dropped
niggas
out.
42 years old wearing flip flops outside with John Clinton.
I'll never forget that.
Come on, man.
Awesome, right?
Like Cameron said, man, I had your bitch on the track talking about slinging crack. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Cameron was saying shit that I didn't even know about. Like I didn't know him and Beyonce had a song and she was talking about slinging crack. Talking about would you do it
That's what I'm
again?
saying. Like, Cameron is bound to tell you some slick shit. Like,
Because Cameron's that nigga.
true. I gotta hear this.
I never heard him lose to nobody going 1-on-1. 50 Cent, I love 50, but his track
Nah,
Cam,
what? The funeral music? I don't know.
that shit was hard, but it wasn't.
I feel like 50 was more of a like trolling.
Yeah, he
trolling
got
boy.
jokes.
He a troll. Hell yeah.
Like he said, how you say Koch is the graveyard, but you signed off for your artist to go over there.
Yeah.
You signed off for Mobb Deep to go over there.
That's just like when he was making fun of Ja Rule for singing, and then
And then you turn around singing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I feel like not even. Like I remember when they was going at Nas because Nas was beefing with Jay. They was flaming Nas.
Oh,
Flaming him. Dipset.
Oh
Yeah, smack your goofy off.
Yeah, I remember that
I was
shit.
like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Goofy shit? Some Muslim shit?
They was going at Nas. Yeah, they was
know.
going at
What the
Nas.
fuck
I
is
remember them
Goofy?
times.
I'm done.
I was wondering why Nas never responded though.
He did, but he was like, oh, these corny mixtape rappers trying to throw dirt on my name. And that's why I never was a big Nas fan. Because I always felt he made Queens look bad.
Why?
Son, really?
Why?
Look, he should be where Jay-Z's at. He's just now got his own label.
Yeah, as far as commercial success and
It's not even commercial. It's not even commercial success. It's just being consistent. He was never a consistent rapper. Like Jay-Z said, what's the line on Main Street?
No.
You made 2 hot songs in like every 7 years or some shit like that.
So you made
That's
3 hot songs
terrible.
every 10-year average.
Yeah,
You know what I feel
that's
like?
terrible.
Jay-Z had it was an artist, but he had more entrepreneur in him than Nas.
But he was still a beast. Every
That's
song
what
Jay-Z, every song he put out was
That's
an
what I'm saying.
anthem.
That's what I'm saying. Nas didn't really have like entrepreneur. He was more pure artist, man.
Yeah,
He
I
was
get
more
that.
pure artist.
Wait, I'm talking about the artistry. Nas wasn't making no hot tracks like that.
He wasn't making no commercial shit, but he was making hot tracks.
Some of his shit was hot, but he wasn't like Jay.
No.
Jay, you could listen to a whole album of
Jay was
Jay.
making commercial shit that could play on the radio.
Bro, that's not why it was hot,
been
though. That's not why it was hot.
But that's a big part of it.
Bro, no,
That's a
it's
big
not.
part of the
No, it's
success.
not.
Radio
Do
rotation.
you listen to what Jay-Z says though?
Yes, I do.
Did you
And I
hear what he
listen to
said?
what Nas
With
says
50?
too.
Exactly. Some of the shit Nas say is just like, it's like, bro, that's just not hard. Like you see, for people who don't got a what do you call it? People who don't got a simple mind, they won't get that shit. But I get what the fuck he be saying. It's cool, it's cute, but it's like, come on, like you're not reaching your full potential.
No, that's the elephant in the room. It's not that. It's just that a lot of niggas expect Nas to just keep doing some hood shit or keep rapping about hood shit and all that. That's not his lane. Like, nah, the nigga's a conscious rapper and he spits some knowledge. For me, I'd rather listen to Nas than Jay-Z because I don't know, I'm more cerebral with it. So I fucking listen to rap for the lyrics, like for what you're telling me. I feel like Nas is more
creativity.
I feel like Nas is more of a storyteller. I like to listen to stories.
But how many times can you tell that same story and then come to find out you're a hypocrite about a lot of shit you be preaching? So that's another reason I can't but respect him by so much. You talk about black unity, but then you don't support your own people when they get big. When they start to get big, then you want to pull the fucking, how they call it, you want to pull the rug from under their feet. And there's been numerous people in the industry that said that about
like who?
K Slay, his own man. Why you think him? Cormega, AZ, Mob Deep. Like, why didn't you do so much? Why didn't you do like more music with these niggas? Queensbridge was a hot spot at one point.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did have mad niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Like you see 50, you see Lloyd Banks, you see Tony Yayo, you see niggas from Southside. You get what I'm saying? Like with Nas, I just felt like he preaches this brother black power shit, but then every time somebody start to rise up that was next to you and your crew, you just all of a sudden move away. Yeah, I find that funny.
No, I feel like that's definitely like early on he was making a lot of songs with Queensbridge niggas. Queens niggas period.
Yeah, until niggas started getting popping.
Queens niggas period, yeah. And then like 2000s and on, I haven't seen him really making that many songs with Queens niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Like I mean, like Nas is, he's a great rapper. I'm just not the biggest fan. I just feel like he should be.
He's top 5 all time for me, man. I fucks with Nas.
Your all time or the all time?
For me, my all time. I don't care about nobody else's all time.
No, because like I tell people,
top 5.
There's the top 5 rappers, and then there's your personal top 5 rappers. There's a difference.
Well,
I always feel like that because you got to go by everything. You got to go by lyrics. You got to go by who made actual hits.
But there's no consensus. There's no consensus. Like really, like everybody has their own top 5. So it's always going to be a debate.
If we took a vote in America, we know who the top 5 would probably be. You know, Eminem is going to be there.
Eminem, Jay-Z, Nas.
Don't say Jadakiss.
No.
No. Because everybody in New York puts Jada there, but nobody else does.
Nah, Jada's nice too.
He is, but he's maybe top 7.
Yeah, he's not top 5. No.
Please don't say Big Pun.
Top 10 for Jada.
Yeah, like he's top 10 maybe.
Big Pun would have been top 5.
How do you know that?
Honestly, the 5th actually rotates between either Big L and
not you.
No, I'm not saying it, but that's what it usually rotates from either Big L.
Talk about New Yorkers though.
Yeah.
If you go outside of New York, everybody's gonna say. A lot of people will say Tupac and Eminem are 1 and 2. Jay-Z's 3.
Yeah.
Because
I wouldn't argue.
End of the day, one thing Pac always did better than Biggie. He could go different lanes. Biggie had really one lane.
You know
Biggie to me, honestly, was overrated. I don't care what nobody says. That nigga was overrated.
You know who's like bad underrated? Dude should be talked about more. Like dudes like Andre 3000.
That's true, but I don't know why he never gets the credit. But you know what it is? Because he's in a group. And then he didn't really go solo till like towards the end, and he don't really make that much music no more.
No, not no more. But I'm just saying, like even like back in the day, like you didn't hear people talk about like the Andre 3000 like that, like Outkast.
It's true.
Like we was bumping they shit, but like niggas wasn't talking about it like
crazy about Outkast. I don't know.
I just thought they were weird and the videos were weird, but the songs I like the songs. The videos is always you seen the Bombs Over Baghdad videos.
Yeah, I like that video.
And shit.
That's why so many people thought I would have liked it because they're so spiritual. Well, not spiritual, experimental. But at the same time, it's just like I just was never crazy about them. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what my top 5 is when we come back, and I know somebody's gonna give me hell about it, especially one of the rappers that's in my top 5. But my top 5 right now. Got this man in it. Cameron with Dinner Time, baby.
Let's hear this.
Tell you, man, you gonna hear this, you gonna start crying. Yo, that shit, yo, K-Rock makes me laugh, man. Like, that nigga said he went to Diddy house.
That's what I'm saying. He always say some slick shit, yo.
Nigga said he found dildos on the sink. Now, there's been rumors about Diddy being gay. 50 Cent exposed that as well. Like, he taking some weird pictures with men in different poses. I don't know. You saw the pictures, right?
Yeah, remember they showed a video, interview of him with Usher, and he slipped up.
Wait,
he was like,
up?
Diddy. He slipped up. He said, something that's like, yo, yeah, we wake up together. I'm like, whoa, shit. Yeah, then the nigga had to backtrack and shit. Like, yeah, it's funny as hell. I'm like, oh, yeah, he said that. He must have slipped up or whatever, but nah. He might not be gay, he may be. That's his business.
I don't know, man. So I said, take that. I don't know, man.
Shit, but would that surprise you about Diddy? Would that surprise you? I don't know.
No, because look at what he
exactly.
does. Like, I wouldn't. There's a reason. It's not just because of the rumors or... I can't even say rumors. I can just say accusations.
It's not even that. Yo,
there's certain things you don't do around a man if you're not gay. Like, you don't. It's okay to hug a man, but to hug a man how he was hugging these niggas from the side and the back.
And you know what else, man? I feel like when you do have that type of buddy, you done everything you need to do. So niggas just be bored and they get curious.
These ain't buddies. These are just industry people that you know.
Yeah,
that's what makes it more weird. So
shit. Man, listen, we seen all the shit coming out in Hollywood, man. These rich people be into some crazy freaky shit.
Freaky sex, like
like
niggas be getting smacked with belts and shit.
Like dead ass, like these niggas be dead ass wild.
But I guess that cocaine make you do weird things.
Yeah, drugs. That's
gonna be my
a lot of drugs.
That's gonna be my slogan. Cocaine make you do weird things.
Something strange for a piece of change.
Word, damn, she got a big butt. Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
What are you looking at right now?
I'm on Instagram. I'm trying to post something. How it said the video didn't load, but I got 2 views on it. Something's wrong with my Instagram right now. But
you probably posted it like 3 times already.
No, it's in my stories. My stories is bugging out on both pages. I was trying to load something, but yeah, back to let's get back into the sports side of things.
Let me before we get started, let me ask you, right? Just one more question about Eli. If he does get released from the Giants or end up what team should he end up with? Like, what team do you think would help?
I don't know. It seems like everybody's really hell-bent on him following his brother's footsteps.
Nah,
going to the Broncos.
No, I don't think he should go to the Broncos. I feel like he should go to the Giants.
Perfect. Hell no.
Where?
Jaguars.
Why would he go to the why do people keep saying? Because why Tom Coughlin's there? Blake Bortles is the quarterback.
No, but they also have a good ass fucking team.
But they have Blake Bortles.
It's not. Yeah.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna play a guy for 3 years to sit him down for 1 year? You don't think that's gonna? And then when Eli retires, then
no. If you do get Eli, you can't keep Blake Bortles.
Yeah, but
that won't work out.
Even that makes it worse. If you get rid of Blake, Eli retires. Let's say 2 years. Then you're stuck with, damn, we gotta look for a quarterback.
Or what about a team like the Cardinals? Like a team that's good, that has like a good team.
If he was to play on the Cardinals, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I've come to the conclusion Jimmy just hates Blake Bortles. What's the problem with that? Does he have a wrestler's name?
No, no, man. It's just that
that's true.
For his for where he was drafted, I feel like he should be a better player. Just like I feel about Marcus Mariota. To be the number 2 pick, I feel like he should be playing better.
What does Marcus Mariota have to
same
throw
with
to?
Jameis Winston.
But Jameis Winston, I never expected him to be that good.
You're the number 1 pick.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Teams do make bad choices.
We knew what Jameis Winston really was. He was hype. Some of these players are more hype than anything.
True.
Because if I'm a quarterback, right, I'm gonna prove my point. What's this dude's name? Oh man. For example, what number did Steve McNair go in that draft?
Yeah. Oh, not even that. Tom Brady.
But see, Tom Brady played for Michigan though, and he didn't dominate like that.
A 6 round.
Now, why did he go 6? I have no idea.
6 round pick.
But
Montana,
if you're in a big team college, you're gonna get hyped up more, as opposed to like Steve McNair was putting up retarded numbers at Alcorn State. I mean, it's not his fault he went to like a ridiculously
But
small school.
wasn't he still a top 10 pick?
I think he went number 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
If you do go to a
He
school,
should have won number 1 in that
no,
draft.
that's what I'm saying. If you do go to a small school, you will you will basically have to be extraordinary.
But see, that's the thing about going to a small school. You dominate the talent or the competition. They're gonna say, "Well, oh, he went to a small school."
Exactly.
So it's a hit or miss when you do that. That's why they stick
it's
to the
true.
Florida States, the Floridas, the Arizona.
I'm not saying every number 1 pick should. Well, and like in a perfect
And
world,
Wilson has
they
weapons too. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
saying.
saying. In a perfect world, every number 1 pick will be the best player of their draft, but in reality, it doesn't work like that.
Because with football, you take what you need. You don't necessarily take the best player. And I feel basketball is the same way. They really don't always take the best player. They take what they need.
Yeah, true.
That's why a lot of guys trade down. Which,
Yeah.
if these guys are that good, like, for example, the Pistons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they would have just made a move and took Carmelo Anthony, who knows how many more championships
Thank
they would-
you. That's what I kept telling. That's what I kept saying. I'm like, they should just drafted Melo.
But you just don't move a team around for a rookie. Not a bunch of veterans.
I
guys.
understand that, but at the same time,
Yeah, who they had us more for? Tayshaun Prince.
yeah, but you have a potentially like all-time great player. You understand? Like,
we didn't know that
some
when they
players.
coming out of Syracuse.
Yes, we did know that.
No,
But-
we didn't.
oh my, you don't understand the hype around LeBron James. I was in high school at the time. That was the only time I've ever seen
But
people
yeah, the Cavs
actually.
took him
No.
number 1.
That's the only time I ever seen a high school game played. No, it was a game between Melo senior year of high school and LeBron's junior year. Like, I've never seen that. Like, they was both hype since high school. So if you have a potentially
ESPN
all-time
evolved.
great, take that plunge.
Yeah, but ESPN evolved. That's why. Around that time, they had bigger staff. ESPN was the main thing, and they started dipping into stuff. Now you get to see high school players all the time.
True.
And they look like trash. So I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I just feel like with the draft, you draft by what you need, not who's the best player, because that best player may not fit your system.
I feel like you should draft by the best player, man. We've seen it multiple times with one team, the Portland Trailblazers.
Who did they draft?
Sam Bowie. They could have got Michael Jordan. They drafted for need, right? Again,
But then
Greg
again,
Oden. They could have
Sam
had
Bowie
Kevin
was
Durant.
busting ass in college, man.
Okay, what about Greg Oden? They could have had Kevin Durant. They
But Greg
drafted
Oden
for
was
need.
a good pick. Nobody knew
But
his
still,
knees was that
you
busted.
drafted for need instead of drafting the best player. In
You know why he
both
didn't draft
drafts.
Durant? Because Durant was a pencil.
But listen, in both drafts, he was still the best player in the draft, man. He was still the best player.
Not
Like,
coming out of college, he wasn't.
you don't draft by what the players can do right now. No, you draft by potential. Of course, yeah, Kevin Durant was a damn pencil, but look at him now.
Okay.
Well, but who would? But if Greg Oden would have stayed healthy, I think the Blazers would have at least got to 2 finals.
I don't know about that. Well,
Greg Oden was a beast.
We'll never.
He was
know.
borderline Shaq-ish, and like.
We'll never know. I feel like they should have drafted Kevin Durant.
I mean, it's easy to say that now. Nobody could pick. You couldn't go after the draft. They were saying you could not go wrong with either pick. So they took
That's the time I was.
Oden, the guy
I
who was busting ass in the
That's the
Final
time.
Four.
That's the time I was heavy into, and that's why he got drafted high because his team went further. I think
Yeah, that's cool.
Kevin Durant's team got eliminated in the Sweet 16. Like, I was heavy into college basketball at that
Might have
time.
been before that.
Yeah, it was either the second round or the Sweet 16. One of those.
He cried,
One
like
of
he
those
always
years.
does.
But yeah,
Cried
look
his
how
mouth.
it's looking now, man.
I mean, but nobody can predict that. What if that was Kevin Durant's knees? Like you can't predict it. Portland just has bad history.
There was
Brandon
a lot-
Roy, his knees.
Yes, but
what can you
there
do?
were a lot of scouts and experts, well, basketball experts, analysts and stuff, saying that at the time they would rather draft Kevin Durant because he may be a once in a generation player.
True, but I mean, I liked the pick that Portland did. They didn't. I felt it was a smart pick because with the team that they had, Oden fit in perfect. You had jump shooters. You needed that guy that could bang down low, young, and could block shots. They didn't have a shot blocker, so it looked good at the time. But you can't predict these dudes' knees going.
Drafted, pick a draft. I don't know. Drafting is just hit and miss, and
Yeah.
But
But if you're a young team, I feel you always draft the best player. Now, if you're a team that's in contention, you draft who fits your team. because when you draft the best player, he's not mentally ready for certain shit.
Oh,
if you're a young team,
I'll give another example of drafted for need. All these teams in the NFL that trade picks and move up to get
because they don't want to pay
quarterbacks.
those guys. That's why.
Move up to get quarterbacks, right? What happens? I'll give you a perfect example, right? I think in the 2011 draft, there was 3 quarterbacks picked in the top 10. Blaine Gabbert, Jake Locker, Christian Ponder, right? You know who was in that draft? Yes, he used to play for the Vikings.
State.
Yes.
And
You know
who was
who-
the other two?
Jake
Gabbert.
Locker and Blaine Gabbert.
Yo, what happened to them?
Listen,
That's crazy.
you know who were drafted? Like some of the players drafted after them. Ryan Kerrigan, J.J. Watt, who else? Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn, the defensive end for the Rams.
Oh, for the Rams.
It was a bunch of great plays. Like that draft was deep as hell.
But Blaine Gabbert was supposed to be special.
Yeah.
What happened to him? I don't know.
That draft was crazy, man. Like, let me
It
name you
was.
the top, 7, 8 picks. Cam was number 1. Von Miller was number 2. Marcel Darius was number 3. AJ Green number 4. Julio Jones number 5.
He should have been number 2.
No, it was Patrick Peterson number 5. Julio Jones was number 6. I forgot who. Alden Smith was number 7. If he would have stayed on track, he'd have been a great player as well. Like, and then you got like
to quit.
that's crazy,
I'm
man.
sorry. Everybody from the Niners quit. I don't know what kind of practices they were having that was making them feel like they was in jeopardy of their health, but I don't know, man. But we're gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna play something for everybody. Somebody's been begging me to play this. The tape is pretty much done. Like I said, guys, my mixtape will be dropping end of December, I want to say. Probably beginning of January. But this track is called Ball Out. It's going to be off my up-and-coming mixtape called Committed.
Shit.
Yeah, finally, I know. Nigga, you heard the track. But this track is called Ball Out, man. This is for anybody trying to ball out and all my people that know about basketball. You get the lyrics.